Hello.
My
Welcome.
name's Allison. I'm in beautiful Los Angeles.
I'm Jared. I am in completely fucked up Chicago.
And we have a brand new play cousin.
I'm Michel, and I'm in Los Angeles too.
Yay!
Woot. At this point, I will book a flight and come to y'all because they're shooting kids over here. Sorry, I don't want to.
They really do be doing that. Yeah, and then did they drop all the bridges to trap everyone? So
Yeah, they do that. Yeah, our mayor's a cop. It's
cool.
So you're a full zombie movie mode. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's apocalyptic all the time. But you know,
this summer when I heard that y'all like they just pull those bridges up and they're like, you're just trapped now. Like I thought that was crazy, and now I guess they do it all the time, and maybe they always have. But I've never lived in a place where you can just like do that.
Yeah, it's like it's like you're at a castle and it's like draw the moat.
We're done.
You know, it's
you better hope you're in the right place because there's a curfew and you can't get home.
Yeah, it's rough. There was, I think, when they did that, we also, unrelated, were ordering from a place like for food that was in that area. We're like, why is it so late?
Can you imagine the
Could
poor
something be
driver?
happening?
Like, I don't know.
It was like, I was like, dang, man, like Grubhub sucks. Yeah, it was
right.
Really,
it does. Give him a good review. He needs that.
Last summer,
that guy probably got shot to death by the police. He was going
through that. I think
he's trying to go across the barricade. He's trying to get to you. What did you order? What food was it?
It was Momo. It was some was it Momo? No, it was.
What's Momo?
It's Himalayan. It's like Himalayan like dumplings.
What? Okay.
Was it Momo or it was like this like kind of like Asian fusion cuisine? I forget, but
okay.
It was probably. I think and it might have happened multiple times, and one of them was Momo.
Sure.
That's
I mean, look, a soup dumpling might be worth a life. I don't know. It's probably not, but it might be.
Yeah. I would have poured one out for the homie after
Like at least it was something you really wanted, right? At least you weren't like it's Domino's. Like
it was yeah.
When I got to the US, I was like, I'm gonna try so many new foods. First thing I ordered was McDonald's.
And
I mean, look.
What is the verdict?
It's McDonald's. It's how can I describe McDonald's? It's
Wait,
like a friend.
What is McDonald's like in Brazil? Because I've lived in the Middle East, and in some countries, like McDonald's has like a valet, like it is a date spot.
Right.
Because it's exotic food. So I wonder what. I mean, the Pizza Hut in the Middle East, you guys, white tablecloth.
Oh, our Pizza Hut too. It's
so
like
good.
It's like a thing. You go to Pizza Hut, and it's like we're gonna go to Pizza Hut. We're not just having any pizza. We're having Pizza Hut.
Amazing.
You know it's good when they didn't translate the name of the joint to Portuguese. They kept it in English.
So in Arabic, there isn't a P. There's like only a B. Like you use a B for P. I don't know. That's a quick way, by the way, to tell Farsi from Arabic because Farsi loves peas. But anyway, so in Arabic, it's Pizza Hut, which I don't know why I think is funny.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
we say pretty much the same. We say pretty much the same. We say pizza instead of hut. We say hutch, which is we put a lot of emphasis on the U.
I'm gonna go to the Pizza Hutch. Like that sounds cool.
Instead of McDonald's, it's McDonald's. See, it's like
McDonald's.
We kind of put a lot of emphasis on the vowel.
Some stank on it. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, fast food joints in Brazil. It's funny because you know how malls are dead in America. Well, they're not in Brazil. They're very much alive. Yeah, absolutely. Like you want to go. All the movie theaters, pretty much all the movie theaters are in malls. Like there are no movie theaters outside of malls. So it's like you go. Usually, what they have is that they have the top floor, and that's where the movie theater is. Yeah. And on that same floor, they have all the food places. And so you usually have like you have a Burger King or a McDonald's, and then you have the Brazilian equivalent of those, which is called Bob's, which is not good.
I love that it's even more like Anglo-y name than the other ones.
It's like if you can't go to McDonald's, if you can't go to Burger King, if you can't go to like I don't know
Bob's
some
burger
joint like Bob's, that's where you go to.
So good.
That's great. Wow.
I love it.
I want to go. Yeah, I mean, we were talking before.
You don't.
Wait a little bit.
I know it sounds. It's like when you go, "Oh my god, this is amazing." It's not.
It's not.
There was a year of my life where I ate Bob's almost every week because I had a lot of coupons, and that should have been the clue. You know, that should have been the clue that it's not a good place because I had a crap load of coupons.
Where were they counting? You're just accumulating, like you're just coming.
Honestly, I don't know. My mom would just come to me like every Monday here, like, here's your weekly coupon. like the government was sending, they're like, please for the love of God, go to Bob's. Wow. And it was always like a burger and maybe a milkshake. And the milkshakes might as well be ice cream. Like, you know, when it's so frozen solid, you stick your thing in. It's like, this is not milkshake. This is ice cream. Yeah. And the burgers, I always used to tell my friends that the burgers are Bob's. Whenever you started eating them, they would taste great. But then you reach the middle, and that's when they would start tasting like vomit.
So that's school pizza in America.
Right. Okay, I completely get you. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Our equivalent school pizza, school pizza was school falafel. Which is I went to a Jewish school up until like college, and after college, in college they don't have like school lunch, and so our school lunches were always kosher, even though the majority of people there weren't kosher.
No so cheeseburger then.
Yeah, no cheeseburger, nothing with milk and all that.
Bob's coupon if you're gonna do it.
That's why I went to Bob's, because I was like, I need cheese. No, but for real, our school was right next to a mall. And so when I got to high school and they started letting you go outside for your lunch, because up until high school, they wouldn't let you leave the school for lunch, we just started going to Bob's, or we would go to these places. Now, this is a place you actually have to go to in Brazil. It's called the Rodízio. And basically, you pay like $20 and you just can eat anything you want. Like literally, they gave you a big-ass plate and you just fill it with food, and that's all you get. You get whatever you want. And there is nothing I have missed more in the United States than a good old-fashioned Rodízio.
Yeah, because we have like Brazilian steakhouse, but that's not
right.
No, because here's what they do. Here's what they do that's actually evil. They take like what in Brazil would be considered a decent meal, and they overcharge it. And because they say Brazilian food, people are like, "Wow, this is amazing!" Like, no. Right. I know like corner store places that do better food than Fogo de Chão, and it's like,
wow.
Yes. I think the issue, though, that I realized living in LA, and like, no offense, LA, but kind of offense, LA. Look, I love it here. But some things, food, I disagree. You know, like I'm from a cow place where the quality of beef is really fucking high. It's very good. I'm from Texas. You're from Brazil. The beef that you get is good. Like it just is. Even just like the cuts of chicken or whatever that would just randomly be in something were just. Like there wasn't like weird chewy stuff or whatever. Like the meat was solid.
Yeah.
Here it's pretty much always sketchy. Like for my opinion, from where I start out. So here, if I now in LA, I would probably do a Fogo de Chão because I'd be like, at least that's going to be a cut of meat that is like going to be consistent. It's not the best, but here it's so much lower.
I didn't have LA meat until a couple of months back when a friend of mine moved into the place where I'm at, and he actually knows how to cook, and so he cooks meat and it tastes great, and you're like, wow, what do you do? And he's like, I just have my secrets. He's from Florida, so I guess he just knows how to do that.
They're not known for their culinary achievements.
They're not?
Yeah, it's, from what
unless he's human.
I'm gonna do what in the business we call the immigration play, where we pretend to not know what we're talking about. Like, is that how you do it in this country? I didn't know. Which
a wild world
served me so well when I worked at Disney World.
Yeah,
I worked at Disney World in 2017, and that was like right after Trump won. And the amount of people who would walk up to me with like Trump shirts, and I could play the immigration card, and be like, is that an elephant? And they were like, oh, silly foreigner. And I'd be like, ha, ha, ha.
Oh, God.
Good.
What did you do at Disney World? What was your job?
Oh, fun story. So Disney has this thing called the college, international college program, where they bring college students from all over the world to work there. And they assign you to a location, and they assigned me to a show that was supposed to open when I was there.
Yeah.
No longer exists, called Rivers of Light. But the show got delayed when I got there. And because I was an international student and I was only there for 3 months, they didn't have time to retrain me. So they were like, here, you're just going to stand in front of this door and tell people there's no show. And I did that for 3 months.
Oh my God.
Monday to Friday, I would always have the same shift. Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 or 9 to 4.
Hey, no
9
show.
to 5. Yeah.
No
and I would
show?
stand in front of the door and they'll be like, is there a show in there? And I'd be like, sorry, next year there'll be a show in here.
Wow. Oh my God.
You just have to wait.
You just have to wait. And then it got to a point where I hope no Disney people are watching this, but they give you something. They give you something when you work there. They give you this like basically like checkbook where you can like write something and give it to someone else and they can get it for free. Like if you gave me that checkbook and I wrote like a giant plush and gave it to you, you could go get it for free from any store. And it got to a point where I would basically give out free stuff.
Good. Thank you.
Like I would see like
comrade.
I would see somebody sitting on the floor and I'd be like, hey, how you doing? If they said pay, I'd be like, oh, do you want something for free? Here, I mean, for free.
We have a friend. We have a friend from Orlando. Hi, Caroline.
Oh, what's
that? So I've heard that like the Disney people are like, it's their life, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I had some people on my group, the people I hung out with who were like that, but I had some people who was clearly like just a job for them, and that's okay for them. I had this guy who I idolized because he would never come to work with his name tag, and so he would have to wear a name tag that says, "My name is Chris," which is the generic name tag they give to everyone. And so every time somebody would, because everyone at Disney likes to complain for absolutely.
Sitcom called My Name Is Chris about this.
I may have written. That's a good idea. I'm gonna say that for later.
But why isn't that no? They did, but it's about Chris Rock.
Oh, right.
Everybody hates this. That's a great name for it.
I should know. That sitcom is actually super popular in Brazil. Fun fact.
Okay. All right, Chris Rock. Tiny Chris Rock, I guess. But Universal Studios.
But basically, he would be like, people would complain to him for the stupidest reasons, and they'd be like, I'm gonna give your name to the manager, and he'd be like, okay, and he's like, here, my name is Chris, because he knew that he knew that, and everyone likes to be like, I'm gonna complain to the manager, but they always give up halfway through, like, because you got to walk all the way to the front of the park.
The lines at Disney manager. Are already too much.
They're geniuses. They're geniuses. They put the complaint desk at the front of the park, and so by the time you get there, you already forgotten what you were angry about.
Right.
You're like,
right, and you just want to go home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's incredible.
It is.
I do prefer Universal Studios. Somebody said Universal Studios. I prefer Universal.
I've been to neither. I've never been.
I haven't been. I went to Disney World. I made the trip.
Okay.
As a child.
Yeah.
And I used that time very weirdly. So.
I had a season.
I was like a really literal child, like a way too literal child, and so like I'd be like, can you see words? Like people keep asking me if I see what they're saying, and I don't want to lie. Like I was just a weird, like I'd be like, you're not supposed to lie. How is anyone lying? Jarrett knows, he's known me since I was 5. Yeah. I was weird, very literal, couldn't understand like the unfairness of the world. So anyway, somebody told me, probably my dad, to like, face your fears. If something scares you, like do it. He also would like sometimes just like kill like wild animals and like make me watch. I know this sounds weird, but like if there was a snake or like a possum, he'd be like, come outside, and then he'd like shovel its head, until it was dead.
And were you in a Thomas Harris novel? Is that
who's that? Is someone
Silence of the Lambs?
Okay. I don't know what the purpose was of that. Like I know that he like really wanted to make sure I knew how to change a tire too, and that seems more normal, but I don't know if he thought I would be like too soft if I hadn't like seen death. Anyway, the point is his advice was weird and I was weird, and so the combination of the two led to me just being like going in It's a Small World over and over and over, but only because it terrified me. I didn't enjoy it at all, and I thought I just needed to keep doing that instead of Dumbo, which I loved, which is stupid.
Yeah.
But look, life's a mystery. I remember on the other end of it, my dad thought I was too young to go to the Holocaust Museum, and I snuck out and went. So joke's on you.
Sweet dad.
Life's a
I want
myth.
to learn about the horrors of the Holocaust.
Yeah, I'm at Anne Frank's house. Call me. Catch me outside. I already saw a snake get hit by a shovel. You can't shock me. So, anyway, that's me. Dumbo. Dumbo was my favorite. Yes.
I just want to say something about that because my station was right in front of the Everest roller coaster, which is like the one roller coaster in that park, Animal Kingdom. And so I had a lot of kids ask me if it was scary. And, I was always like, because it's hard to explain how do you put yourself in the mindset that you're going to be like, is this kid like me when I was their age? And are they scared of the same thing? Because I was scared of everything.
Can you ask them I don't know, you're a wimp?
No, I would always be like, there's a part in there that's in the dark and you go really fast and you don't go upside down. You don't do that. And then you go down. Because a lot of people, no, this is not a joke. A lot of people thought that they went upside down and it never went upside down. There were people walking up to me like, that thing went upside down. I'd be like, sir, it did not. I swear to God, it went upside down. I was like, sir, no, it did not.
If you have glasses that make everything upside down, over time, your eyes will reverse everything to be right side up, and then they'll be upside down.
Do you know I just don't understand. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying, but also it was so. I think it's because it was in the dark. It was in the dark and it was backwards.
Yeah, people don't like that,
and so people were just assuming that it went upside down. And I was like, "Sir, sir, it did not go upside down. Trust us. You are at Disney World. Everything in this place, there has been at least 10 lawyers who went through it. If it was upside down, you would know.
Right?
There is no more lawyer-filled place than Disney, right?
Yeah,
that intellectual property, they don't fuck with that."
Can I tell you something I love to do there? Okay. I love it when somebody came up to me and asked me where was the Harry Potter ride, because then I could tell them like, sir, you're in the wrong park.
Yeah.
And I know it's bad, but I just loved seeing their faces. I'm like, oh, I'm in the wrong location.
Dang.
They think Harry Potter's just everywhere, man.
Right.
Literature sounds good. I don't know if it is good.
Oh yeah.
I know that I don't hate trans people enough to be a part of that franchise anymore, but that's me.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say about the Harry Potter
also,
ride.
How did they go to the bathroom? Okay. That explanation was just as
No,
weird.
You don't understand.
Okay.
Also, you absolutely don't understand. People were running up to J.K. Rowling with knives and being like, tell me how they went to the bathroom. And she was like, Jesus, please, don't hurt me. They needed to know how they went to the bathroom. Because as we all know,
they have a bathroom.
No. But as we all know, bathrooms were not invented until 1910. So it's like, what did they do before that? What they needed to know. This was important. This was important for them.
Harry Potter is not sent. What time period do you think Harry Potter is in?
No, I know it's 1996. I'm saying that
I was like,
it's bathrooms were not invented until the 20th century.
Well, you know what? We say that because we're taught European history, and Europeans were notoriously very filthy. And their cities were full of rats and shit everywhere, and they didn't shower. And I'm sure that somebody in the Middle East had a sense of cleanliness.
And of course, they had the Gaul called the Black Plague.
Right?
Which is very rude. But like when the Europeans landed in America, the Native Americans were like, what the fuck is this? Like they smell so bad. And so they would burn incense and stuff. And then like the white people wrote like, they must think we're gods, lots of incense. And it's like, no, like y'all.
They were sending back TikToks. My experience in America, and then there's just like
they had never had a bath in their lives because they were shitting in their water and thought that it would hurt them, which it probably did.
This is a thing I'm obsessed with. Have you
but
seen?
Then the natives taught them how to bathe. That's amazing.
Have you seen those TikToks of like white people in communities and somewhere in South America, and you can tell that it's definitely a cult.
The cults?
Yeah, the cults.
Yeah,
I haven't seen these.
I know some people from
terrifying. It's terrifying. No, Jared, you gotta. So like, it's a TikTok.
There's a lot in Austin, actually.
It's so scary. It's like I see that, and I have like black man and horror movie sense, and I'm like, fuck off. Like it's a TikTok of someone being like, "Here's what my life in the community is like it's like daily prayer circles, and it's a bunch of people banging drums, and you start going off like, okay, this is kind of weird. It's like we give back to the community, and you can see some like poor person of color like smiling for the camera, like
God,
it's terrifying.
Oh no, yeah, I've seen Midsommar. I know how this works.
Oh, okay. So we had toilets in the towers in medieval Europe. I also know that the reason that like the man walks on the side of the woman is because the shit would come out the windows.
Right, throw it out the window.
So these are great facts. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're learning, we're growing. And that's what we try to do every time.
It's all about.
Are you guys ready to do some comedy, or is there something else we need to cover?
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm so excited. Thanks for being on the show. So what we're going to do, we're just going to turn our cameras off, and then we're going to pop up, and we're going to do some funny stuff for a while.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank y'all. What do you mean this ride is closed?
Sir, do you see the gate, sir?
Yeah, I see the dang gate. Yeah, I'm trying to get into this ride. I'm first in line, which is a first for this damn park. So just here's my ticket. Here.
I understand, sir. I understand. You came here early, and I congratulate you. I see your fanny pack. You're prepared. This is great. This is amazing. But unfortunately, as you can see from the gate, as you can see from the fact that the ride is being demolished behind me, the ride is unfortunately closed.
Now, when you say it's being demolished, you're saying this ain't a demolition ride? I was ready to ride a tractor.
I mean, yes, I'm saying that. And not only that, it's terrifying that you would tell me that, sir, because as you can see, we are getting ready to implode this whole building. And so if you were to ride on that, sir, it would be a very sad day because you would most likely blow up.
Now, wait a minute. Here's the thing. Here's what you don't know about me, what you don't know about my life.
Yes, sir.
My life is very boring. Okay, what do you think I do for a living? You just hazard a guess. What do you think I do for a living, sir?
Construction.
You see, you would think that because of the Trump.
No, sir. I would never do that. I would never do that.
I mean, I get it. I understand. I judge people before I know them all the time, so trust me, I understand. But here's what I do. You wouldn't believe. I'm a librarian.
Is that true?
Ooh. Yes, that's true. So I spend all my days organizing books. So you better believe when I paid $600 to come here to this here park and ride on something, I wanted it to be something that would risk my life. Okay, so if I explode, I explode. Let's just do this. Here's admit one. No,
sir. I totally understand, and I agree. Before I did this job, do you know what I used to do before I did this job?
Yeah, here I'm gonna guess now. Here, just look at Trump 2020.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess.
You can see this, but it says Biden underneath.
Yeah, I figured. So my guess is you probably performance artist or drug dealer. I really can't tell.
Right. You would think that, sir, but actually, I work in construction.
Get out of here. No, you don't. What?
The border wall, it's my project.
Now, you just wait a goddamn minute. You said you're building the wall?
I was building the wall, sir. I was. Now I'm working here at the theme park.
What do they do? Are they cutting man on that wall? We need the man on that wall.
I'm sorry, sir. They're not only cutting man on the wall, they're cutting the wall. They cut the budget and then they cut the wall, and they were like, this is too hard. We're just gonna go back to development and figure out a new path. And they said, thank you.
It's too hard. It's not here. I'll roll up my dang librarian sleeves and I'll go work on the wall my dang self.
Well, sir, but your librarian sleeves, I mean, no offense. Your librarian sleeves are clearly not prepared for this kind of job, whereas my construction arms are very much prepared.
Okay, so what I'm hearing you say is that you and me need to throw down on an arm wrestle right now and see who's the more manlier.
Sir, I would love to do that with you. I would love to do that. But as you probably noticed, I have a new job, which is I can't hurt you, sir, because I have to make sure you're having a very enjoyable day. But there is a ride here where you can punch people.
Okay, well, point me in the direction of that very ride.
Absolutely. So it's called Splash Mountain. And if you go down this path, right? You see the racist Native American stereotype?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. So you're gonna take a right on that, and then you're gonna head all the way straight to the right erasing Black history in America.
Oh, my favorite.
And then you're gonna turn the left. You gotta turn the left, right past the racist taco restaurant. You're gonna head all the way down, and once you get there, once you see the big Splash Mountain sign, it's gonna be about a 2-hour wait.
It's a 2-hour wait.
It's a 2-hour wait, sir. It's a very busy day.
Nah, man, I'm going to Bob's. I don't care what you tell me.
Man, you don't want to go.
I'm going straight to Bob's again.
Hey, Jeremy, you got a problem. You have a
What
problem.
I have is a coupon, okay? And I'm going.
I think what this is. So listen, I understand times are tough, things are hard. You just broke up with Lisa.
Oh yeah.
But come on, man. Let's get a grape in you. Let's get a carrot, a vegetable.
No way. No way. I've been eating that stuff my whole life. No matzah for me, none of this, okay? I want the cow and its babies, the product that was for its baby, and I want those together. You know, none of these separate sinks. I'm going to do it. This is what I like. I'm going to drink a glass of milk. I'm going to eat the cheese. I'm going to eat the beef. I'm going to eat I'm going to put an egg on it. You don't even know me.
I do know you. You have me prepare you an egg and milk sandwich with a side of blended up beef.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I loved it.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here. I'm sorry. It is 6:00. Let me just get these eggs cracking for you, and let me just.
You don't even have to cook them. I just like to, you know what I mean? Don't whip them up. I want to feel the yolk just running down my throat.
That's fine. We can make this work. Okay.
You can.
No, go ahead. What?
Oh no, I was just gonna say if you want to throw some crab in there, I really don't care. You know.
Yeah.
Because I've lost my faith in everything.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was trying to say.
Well, I'm making a point of it. This is a cry for help. I'm crying for help.
Okay, great. So I got the crab tin right now, and I've been sprinkling it on the eggs. And so I'm gonna just put this down. All right, is that okay with you if I put this down and stop?
If you put it down in some leavened bread, okay.
No, this is what happens. When you cry for help and I try to help, then it turns into ha ha ha, jokey. You know, I'm gonna try out some material on you, and I'm actually really sad. That's what it turns into.
Well, I'm willing to eat this disgusting stuff because it's how I feel, and then I'm gonna be full of the feeling that I have, and that's gonna feel better.
Okay. All right.
Anyway. But did you see Lisa's Instagram post or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know where we're at. Okay?
Yeah, I know. Okay. I know. He's very handsome.
All right. Because I had to create a fake Instagram account. I made it of Bob's, but I made it of the Bob's on the south side of Sao Paulo. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then I follow her through that account.
So when you tell me that,
right?
What am I supposed? I can't just hear that and be like, oh, my buddy's fine. Jeremy's fine. This is great. What I want to do.
Jeremy is great.
Yep.
Jeremy's doing so good.
No, you're really not, man. You're really not. You understand that this crab is 7 days old. It's a whole day.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm down for some plagues, honestly. If you want to cover me in pig's blood and send some locusts in here, I'm ready to go. Let's do it. You know, that's how I feel.
It seems like that's the next logical step.
Okay, let's go then.
Or get you in some therapy. I don't know. Get you on Bumble or something. I don't know.
All right. Okay.
We can get you help.
If I went to therapy, then how could I make women responsible for all my feelings?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Conundrum. So why would I do that?
Saya, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Saya. The medieval bathrooms have clogged.
Oh. On the top floor or the bottom?
All of them have clogged.
All of them have clogged.
All of them have clogged. It seems as if, for some ungodly reason, your many bastard children, your childs, yes. They have proceeded to attempt to flush every single toilet at the same time.
Mm. Yes. Well, it's adorable. It's like, that newfangled thing, the elevator.
I've heard tales of it. I have never seen it with my very own eyes.
Well, that's what I've heard that they do. In the Middle East or wherever they have all this technology. I don't know. But look, gravity will take care of it, right? You just
gravity is out sick.
Tim's.
Gravity's out sick. Unfortunately, it's just me today, sir. And I think it's a really heavy job. I could use some help, sire. I've taken care of your family for 30 years. My father took care of your family. My grandfather took care of your family. My great-grandfather took care of your family. I think my great-great-great-grandfather was a pig farmer, but after that, my great-great-great-grandfather also took care of your family.
Yes, it's been lovely. Thank you.
Could you help me then?
Oh, with work?
Yes, sir.
No, just leave me to writing and reading, and you do your thing and I'll do mine.
But sir, I mean no offense, sir.
No, look, we can all joke around with one another.
Of course, that is why you are the greatest sire in all of England.
My father didn't have this sense of humor. You can ask your father about it.
Absolutely, yeah, of course. He told him.
Well,
right in front of my eyes. Maybe watch.
Loves a good beheading, that one. Yes.
Of course, yes. Sir, I mean, no offense, of course. And of course, if we are just joking around, we're just going, yes, of course.
Hosting the pony.
You have been writing this book for 5 years.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Don't you think that if you were to actually dedicate yourself to this book, you would have finished it by now?
Well, what a great question. What a great question. It's, it's lovely. Look, not everyone is Shakespeare, just putting out, a book every minute. Okay. My job, as you understand the aristocracy, is to just chill and then let the thoughts come and then put them down for posterity. And so I have a good first chapter, but...
What is it about?
Oh, well, it's about this little milkmaid down the road, and she drops her little milk, and then it makes her shirt see-through, and the nipples perk, and then she's, oh, I'm so embarrassed, and then a knight rides by, and he's like, oh, would you...
Sire.
Yes.
That's your cousin.
Yes.
The milkmaid down the street is your cousin.
Yes. Of course.
Do you think it's wise for you to have such thoughts about your cousin?
My father married his cousin. My mother married her brother. My uncle married.
And look where that got us, right?
Well, I mean, this chin. Yeah, I can barely close my mouth or chew. Yeah. So, but that's what makes me me. I have the royal blood, and then you just have peasant blood. So I know you're jealous. My other cousin in Spain, they can't even talk right. And so now everyone just, everyone, they'll do it. Whatever I do, they'll do,
All right, sir. All right. Well, let's suppose that this book you're writing is a masterpiece.
It's going to be, of course, for sure.
Of course, it's going to be a masterpiece.
Yes.
People 1,000 years from now, they'll be talking about the milkmaid with nipples.
Yes. Yes.
Of course.
Yes. Because when you write women, you see.
Yes.
They have all these wily devices, right?
Of course.
And so when you see a woman, her nipples, they point towards who they're attracted to. They just pop up. And then the breasts, they feel the attraction. They have they're pretty, but they don't know they're pretty. And they have what do they have? I don't know.
They have these giant glasses, and the hair are so weird. And then you take off their glasses, and they're beautiful.
Yes, yes, yes.
I know. That's how I met my wife, sir.
Ah, amazing.
Remember, you executed her.
Yeah, well.
Okay, now don't look away. Don't look away. Okay.
Okay.
I got its neck.
Uh huh.
All right, just. What you're gonna do clockwise. Uh
huh.
I hope you're not taking notes. Like, this is, how else are you gonna be a man?
I'm taking notes in here. Don't worry about it. See, it's all in here.
Wait, is this a Chili's where you place your order and the waiter just knows what your order is? This is killing a chicken, son. This is not.
They have chicken at Chili's, right? No, they don't. Okay.
Why? I wish you weren't taking so many improv classes. Is what I.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Dad.
Okay. Here, you blow. If it starts to get a little weird on you, just blow on its face.
Wait.
Yes. What?
I'm just gonna throw this out there, Dad. What if you don't kill the chicken?
Then what do we eat? What do we eat? You tell me.
A salad? Oh, come on! Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's an involuntary reaction.
You have a voluntary reaction to salads.
Yes.
No, stop.
Stop saying it. Stop saying it. I will.
Okay. The S word.
Yes. Thank you.
The S word. Dude, it's just that I just feel like it's 2020. Even if I wanted some chicken, I could just go to the supermarket and get some nice chicken. It probably would cost less than how much it costs for you to raise that chicken and then kill it.
You and your Gen Z tickety-tockety mind. I can't. Of course, it costs more effort to raise this chicken, buy the supplies to slaughter it, butcher it, and eat it. But in what other way are you going to just outgrow your theater degree and become a man about the world? That's what 2020 needs. Is more like men. You know what I'm saying? Capital M, men.
Okay, I get it. I get you that. I know just what to do. I'm gonna get that chicken by the neck.
Here.
I'm gonna I'm gonna hold it up.
Here.
Hold it up to the skies, and I'm gonna look at it, and then I'm gonna go get a graduate degree in English.
Now, just why would you do that, son? You can't.
It's the perfect time for me to get a graduate degree.
In what way? I don't see how we need anybody with a graduate degree in English solving any of the world's problems right now.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Of course you don't see that because you're so set back in your ways. In your head, the only way to kill a chicken is by twisting its neck, which, by the way, gross. I should have an involuntary reflex to that. But what if you could kill it with words?
Kill it with okay, great. All right, here. Let me round up a little. Here, come here. Okay,
come on. Just give it over to me. I'll kill it with words. I'll kill it with words.
Here.
All right.
Kill it with words.
I will use the words of the great poet DMX.
I don't know who that is, but fine.
What?
Okay, I'm a muggle, so I just do it the normal way.
Great. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've always been doing it just the normal way. So that's how I think I'm gonna keep doing it that way. Because
that's fine, but you just know that the systems are updating. We're getting some new firmware going, so it's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
It might not work with the new generations. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I don't feel comfortable with all this change. Okay. I don't want to go poopy on the floor and then make it disappear. If I can make it disappear, I would just disappear. And I just want to use a toilet. I don't want to go poopy on the floor. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I know you go poopy on the floor. It's okay. I'm not judging you. I know that you think it's cleaner. I've been giving that speech about the bidet how many times I can't tell you, but I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, I get that. It's all about comfort, and that's
right.
I'm just saying, a bidet is a lot of money. We got to really I don't know, you might have to just poopy on the floor.
But I don't want to poopy on the floor. I think I feel clean with just toilet paper. I I think it's okay. I don't think everything needs to be wet. I don't think I need to shower after, I think I can just do it the normal way.
Yeah, but like I want to but it's a lot of money and we have the money. So like
Okay.
we should really spend it.
Okay.
I don't know what else we would spend it on. I mean,
I just think the world's changing too fast. It's just changing too fast. We don't do tampons anymore. When did that happen? Now I have to figure out how to inflate a cup inside me.
Yeah,
it's too much. I can't learn all this stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's new updates constantly. They update the tampons. They update the bidets. Spanx. We use Spanx now.
Good luck getting in them. They have a little hole in the crotch so you can pee without taking them off.
It's amazing. We should buy those. We should really.
That's super gross.
Yeah, but what are we gonna do with this money? What are we gonna do with this money? We have so much money. We gotta. Okay. We really gotta spend it. Okay.
So what if we? I'm just throwing this out here. Okay.
Sure.
What if we end homelessness? No. Okay. I just thought I would throw it out there.
How? How? There's no. It's
Right. Yeah.
I like the sentiment, but I mean.
Right. But they don't deserve it, and that's the main thing, right? They
deserve it, yes, and that's not what we're white. That's not what we do. We buy bidets. You understand?
Yeah.
So we pooping on the floor.
Okay. I don't want to. I don't want. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
I don't know. I don't think I know how to be rich. I think I'm more used to being more what's like middle class, but to you that would be poor, sort of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actually, I think it would have been easier to become very poor than it would to become this rich. I don't know, but that's how I kind of feel right now. This feels harder.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm doing it, but I
understand. I hear it. And you found the right guy.
There's 27 forks when we eat dinner. I mean, I'm never going to.
There's only 27? We should have 30.
Okay.
We should have 30. I don't know where those other 3 forks. There's probably.
You just go from the outside in? I don't know. You just go from the outside in?
What are you talking about? Go from the outside.
When do you switch?
When you talk about you're outside of the house?
I don't like the small spoon. I don't like the big spoon at all for anything. Okay. I would rather just have one small spoon, reuse it, or 2 small spoons. The big spoon, why? It's like cutting.
You need all the spoons.
I like the very, very small spoon, the dessert spoon, and I like the normal small spoon. I don't like the big one.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even eat soup with that. It's bizarre.
What do you do with your hands? What do you prefer? This is what it means.
Slightly smaller spoon. It's more delicate.
I mean, we are delicate. When you become rich, you become delicate. That's what this is. Okay. Your little booty hole becomes delicate. You need a bidet. Your little fingers become delicate, and you need little dainty spoons. That's what it's all about. It's all about ending homelessness. It's about.
You're right.
Last call for the Holocaust Museum.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Suck it, Dad, right? Am I right, guys?
Welcome, children. It is
we want 2 tickets. We're ready to ride.
Tickets for the Holocaust Museum.
Oh shit!
This
is our first time. This is our first time. We don't miss anything. I don't know. We just want to read everything.
My name. I am your guide. I am Holocaust Harry.
Holocaust Harry. Oh my God! I thought it was going to be Chris. I don't know why. You just look like you're Chris.
Look at Chris.
Yeah, you're not. You're Harry. Okay.
Holocaust Harry wishes to say hello to you all, and your ticket will cost only $6.
Oh, why is that? Is that because of the star and its
because 6 is the number of Jews Hitler's people killed. 6 million.
Yeah. I knew that. I knew that one.
You are a clever child.
Could be more,
indeed.
definitely not less. I'm ready to go.
Did you know, for example, that America knew about the lines leading to the concentration camps, but chose not to bomb them or stop them in any way?
Whoa, that's intense. Oh, I didn't
Yes. Did you know that many countries had a law forbidding Jewish people from entering, and in many times sent them back to Germany, sometimes to be slaughtered?
The US
The United States too.
We ended the war. You'd be speaking German if it weren't
No,
Russia.
you didn't. It was Russia.
Oh, we didn't. No, it was.
Oh.
In fact, many theorized that if it wasn't for the for the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, America never would have attacked at all.
Nobody told me that this museum would be so depressing and would upset me.
It's the Holocaust Museum. Do you think I smile because I'm happy?
Yes.
It's to push the nightmares away.
Okay. Yeah, but now you're making me question my own sense of morality. That's what I don't like. I thought we were gonna go in there and be like, oh, that's a lot of shoes, you know.
Right.
Those ones are cute. You know what size?
We can buy those are the souvenirs, right?
You know what? I'm a size 11, and my guess is there's gonna be nothing in my size.
Do you want to talk about morality? Have you ever seen Sophie's Choice?
No,
I haven't. That's like
we have Sophie's Choice, the ride.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Like choosing between pizza and burgers, like
right? Am I right, Bob's?
You choose in between which of your family members to give up to the SS, knowing they will most likely be sent to an extermination camp.
Well, that's that's my mom. It'll be my mom for sure. Yeah.
Really? Was it that easy for you?
Yeah.
But Carly, but mom is my favorite.
Well, you're mom's favorite, but I'm a daddy's girl. So.
Do you want to know what other experiences await you inside?
I'm not sure.
Hell yeah.
Yes. We have The Pianist, the ride.
That sounds awesome, dude. I quit piano in 3rd grade, but like I know a little bit. Okay, I can still play Tom's Diner.
Yes, and you better remember how to play that because it'll be the key that keeps you from being sent to an extermination camp.
Wait, what?
Yes, that's the plot of the movie. I haven't seen it in a while.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
I have to play the piano, and if I ever stop playing the piano, then I go to a concentration camp?
I assume it got Adrian Brody an Oscar, so why not?
Oh my God.
So it's like 1001 Arabian Nights. Like you have to tell the story. It has to always end in a
I don't think it's like that.
Okay.
And honestly, I think you should stop talking.
Oh, okay.
You other little kid. Do you want to experience Schindler's List, the ride?
That also sounds super fun.
Yes.
What's that?
It's the ride where you have to count the things in your body and realize that with them, you could have gotten 2 more people outside of an extermination camp.
Wait, the things in my body? What do you mean?
Yes. For example, this ring, 2 more people. This paper, 3 more people.
Wait,
it's fun.
Because
even though you saved a lot of people, you still didn't stop the Holocaust.
Wait, how many lives do you think?
Put that away.
You can have this. No,
that one.
I want to save people from the Holocaust.
Give it to me. I'll say, give it to me. All right, this one could save. I have to check. Be right back.
Okay, this is.
What about my Tamagotchi? Should I cough that up too?
No, don't do that.
Well, a Furby's got to be. I don't know how many people.
We gotta go.
Hey, bad news! You actually owe us a person. So your friend, your brother, is going to come with us.
No.
Come over here.
No. Hey, be good. Okay, just do everything they say, and you'll be fine. Don't resist. Don't resist, and you'll be fine.
Don't worry. You'll be giving Liam Neeson an Oscar.
I
think.
Yeah. So, I don't know what to say. The whole thing was weird. I hated it. I'll be honest. It terrified me. And I didn't like it, and I don't really know. I don't think it was necessary. So
look, I'm just so disappointed.
I've never been in a car with somebody and I go, "Oh, look, a bunny," and then you swerve to hit it.
No.
That is what you did. That was your instinct. Was
you are doing the wrong thing right now. That's what you're doing.
I'm not. I know that you didn't have time to think, but the decision that your body made was to run right over a rabbit. I mean,
do you know? I know many things about that bunny that you didn't know.
Okay.
You know what? You're making an assumption based on your lack of knowledge.
Well, I'm against the death penalty in any situation, so joke's on you, but go ahead and try me.
All right. Then did you know, for example, that bunny was racist?
No.
You didn't. Exactly. Did you know that bunny would regularly antagonize people of color?
Like, how would it do that, though?
I want you to imagine a Japanese person just minding their own business.
Minding it up. Yep.
Yeah, just minding their own business. And then suddenly, that bunny would walk up to them and it would make jokes about them.
Oh, what? Like, you're so handsome.
No. Racist jokes. Racist jokes. Then that bunny would pull on that Japanese person's nose, pull it down, and then go with their fists on their face.
Like, brrr, like that?
Like that. And then that bunny, you know what else that bunny would do? You know what's the worst part that bunny would do?
Okay.
The Japanese person, as any other person would do it, it would pull out a gun to defend themselves. Of course. Okay. And then the bunny would stick his finger into the gun. And so the gun would blow up in the Japanese person's face.
Well, hold on. That seems crazy.
I know. But you didn't know that. So of course.
Or he did do that?
I saw that in Discovery. So
okay.
I don't know if that bunny did that, but I know bunnies do that often.
Are you sure?
Yes. And you know what? It's not just for Japanese people.
Okay.
It's for all people who have speech impediments.
I felt fine when it was just Japanese people.
No.
Now
There's more.
You're telling me...
There's Texans.
Okay.
Sometimes it's black ducks. Black ducks? Yes.
Mallard?
It goes against the black duck.
Exactly. Mallard X?
The black duck is minding its own business.
Oh, it always...
The black duck is just walking about.
Black duck,
and then the black duck sees a sign, and the sign says, "It's seasons for black ducks. It's hunting season." And what does the black duck do? The black duck takes out the sign and puts up a rabbit sign because, of course, the black duck needs to protect itself.
Okay, bait and switch. Black duck.
Exactly.
Smart. Good move, black
duck. And then the rabbit comes in.
Yeah.
And pulls out the rabbit sign, and it says "Black Duck Season."
No, another sign.
Yes, and then the black duck pulls out a sign, and it says "Rabbit Season," "Bunny Season," and then they keep going back and forth. And you know what? It's actually really funny when you think about it. But for the black duck, it's a hate crime.
You know what? You know what this feels like to me emotionally? I just want to say it. Yeah. It feels like I'm just driving along, and then I'm gonna go through a tunnel. But it turns out it was just painted onto a wall, and it wasn't.
You know who did that? You know who did that?
Who?
The bunny.
That's what killed my father.
Exactly.
That's how my dad died.
That's how your dad died.
Know that?
I know that. And listen to me. Listen to me, Allison E. Coyote. We're gonna get that bunny.
Yeah, well, I'm ready. We're gonna have to swerve again, I guess, if it comes up.
And then you'll know what's gonna be up. You know what's gonna be up? The bunny's head. We're gonna hold it up.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like just pop it out of a
like that. Just hold it up.
Yeah.
And then you know what's probably gonna happen? The bunny's probably gonna reveal that actually his body's still intact, and then he's gonna munch a carrot, and then he's gonna punch us in the face and pull on our tongues, and then our tongues are gonna roll up and back into our bodies.
Roll up all the way back.
Yeah, like cash registers.
Yeah. Is it gonna make that sound?
You know. Cha-ching!
Yeah, right. And then I'm going to have all the little birdies flying around my head.
Yes, you will. And then you also have a concussion. But you know what? It's going to be really funny.
Well, of course I have a concussion. Why else would there be birdies flying around my head? It's a CTE. It's a CTE. It leads.
Exactly.
I don't think they've even understand.
You want to know what's worse? You want to know what's worse about that specific bunny?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You want to know what's awful about it?
What?
You think that bunny is just generally racist? No. That bunny is racist against one of the greatest black men in history.
Okay.
Michael Jordan.
You can't be. He transcends.
Yes, you can. Michael Jordan was just minding his business. He wasn't even playing basketball anymore. He was playing baseball for non-gambling related reasons. And then that bunny pulled Michael Jordan into the bunny's world.
But he normalized wearing baggy shorts. I mean, how could you?
No, the bunny didn't care. The bunny didn't care. And you want to know what's worse? The bunny was like, you got to help us. Michael Jordan really had nothing to do with this. The bunny was like, you got to help us. And by the way, if you don't help us, not only are we going to be slaves, but you're going to be a slave too.
Michael Jordan would never be a slave. But if he was a slave, he would be the best slave. And that's our show. Because there's nowhere to go from there. Thank you so much for playing with us. It was so much fun.
No, thank you so much for sticking with me.
We'll have to do this again for sure. Do you have anything you want to like tell people about, or any thoughts you want to leave them with?
Yes, if you want to hear me do something I know a little bit more about, I do a podcast called Full Metal Analyst, where I am recapping a Japanese anime called Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. If you've never seen it, it's a good guide, and it's a lot of analysis, a lot of funny bits, and the guy I mentioned who knows how to cook is in that podcast. So
it's this, it's Full Metal Analyst.
Full Metal Analysts. You're right, exactly.
Dope.
You can find it online.
Jared, what you got?
Oh, what do I have? I don't know. Well, here's a cool thing I did. So I direct. I've been directing a showcase of student-written plays called Black Teen Lives Matter. It's for a company called Silk Road Rising here in Chicago. They have a fantastic education department called EPIC, Empathic Playwriting Intensive course. So I'm a teacher for that, and we teach students how to write plays using empathy. So we've looked back at the last 3 years of plays written by Black teens for that organization, and we've been putting on this like virtual showcase that I've been directing. So we have a premiere on April 24th at 2 p.m. and April 27th at 7 p.m. You can go to silkroadrising.org to get tickets and to watch past showcases that I've directed. It's really cool. It's really awesome.
Sounds really cool.
Rough cut, and it looks great. So really excited for that. That's what I've
That's awesome. Maybe we'll do a show where we raise some money for that or something, because I think it's great. I love trying to help Black people be creative and get into this stuff, because I think we have a lot of great stories to tell, and I would rather us tell them than Fox News, who keeps being the one to tell them. So
most definitely.
Our way is an act of resistance, and that's why we do this.
Yes, indeed.
So,
Allie, are you in anything fancy coming up?
No. Okay. I'm gonna be done with school class in 2 weeks, and then I have like the stuff I still have to do, but like my last class, and then I'll have I'm gonna graduate. I guess that's gonna happen.
Hey.
And then I have the Animal Crossing improv show on Sunday, which is always a favorite.
The show that's gonna get me back into Animal Crossing.
Come play with us sometime. Do you want me to add you to our little group?
I should. But first I need to get back into that game, because this is not a joke. I just downloaded the soundtrack, and I've been listening to it all day, and I was like, I should play that game again.
Yeah.
That's good study music. Okay, everybody, stick around for the seniors. Then we have Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pips, and then we have Talk to Me, which you can just be on. So tune in for that one. Bye, everyone.
Bye.